come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
Well, they love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, now Brady. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
A toss running left, Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And down to the 16-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
2nd down and 7.
To throw is Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their...
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington, nothing. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here we go, deep. Here I come. Here I come. Check 24. Check 24. Under 10. Under 10. You got 5 on here. 36. 36. Check the backer. Check the backer. You got 5 on here.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin hit the 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
7-7, our score after one. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Washington 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Six yards left on second down. And here's a give to Gibson.
A little juke. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 39, Fitzpatrick. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jason Pierre-Paul coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fitzpatrick complete there to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Fitzpatrick now. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, color.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Danny. Mike 52. I got you. New Mike 52.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down and 3.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 52 yards.
And Washington has taken the lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, You'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fournette running out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Carter. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he's got Dorsett complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Sean Murphy bunting got him down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hey, 5-0.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up. Check.
A give to Gibson running right.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Here comes Carter. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Regular.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
A beautiful fake. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point, trying to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check, 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 check. No.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
They'll run with Gibson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington,
the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.